how's it going? So I just finished making this really fun miniature garden. I really like how it turned out. It's just really like kind of childlike and colorful and whimsical, and it incorporates a few elements that I think are really fun, like the colorful palette walkway, popsicle stick walkway, and this little pond that I had never tried making this before, but I had some leftover floral setting resin from our dried flower candle project from not that long ago, but I made so many candles that I decided to try it using it in some other way. So what I did, I got my container, got this down at the garden center. This is one my mom was displaying the day I went and helped with spring setup, and I just really liked the shape of it and the color of it and the texture on the side, and I thought it would make for a really good either miniature garden or like a low arrangement for the middle of a table. I filled it with soil and then made a little reservoir or a little well in the soil, kind of in the shape I wanted my pond to end up in, and then I lined it with plastic wrap, which I'm thankful I went with plastic wrap and not something different because the resin ended up sticking to it. So it's clear enough that I was able to paint the bottom of the pond, and I still got that really nice blue vibe. So I mixed up the resin, poured it into the pond, and then I kind of like built soil around, like I kind of lifted up the plastic wrap and built soil up to where I ended up with the exact shape that I wanted. And then I sunk some stones down in the resin. So I had some really fun, like crystally looking dark blue, like a teal aqua color, and clear, and they just sunk right down in there, and it gave it a really neat kind of like mottled look, and some variation of color. I made the goldfish out of air dry clay, and that was fun. I didn't know how it would turn out because I didn't let them dry all the way. I only let them dry for a couple hours, just sitting out. I didn't bake them or anything. They didn't color bleed into the resin, which I was worried they were going to do that. And I ended up, so it takes the resin like 12 hours to set. So I popped the goldfish in, and then I came in later and kind of popped them into, like poked them into place once it had gelled up just a little bit more. And then it did take several days for it to actually set completely hard because we're in the plant room right here, and this is where it was sitting. There's a lot of humidity in the air in this room, and so it was having a hard time drying out. Had I moved it to a different spot that's drier, it would have set up within 24 hours. So after that, I'm trying to think of where I even started today. I think I planted my tree first. This is a ficus. They just got these down in at the garden center, and I thought it would be the perfect choice for this arrangement because I really wanted to make a little swing and hang it off what looks like, you know, a big tree in this arrangement. I have a couple of fiber optic grass, which is kind of perfect for around the pond. I had some creeping Jenny, Goldilocks creeping Jenny, that I wintered over in our greenhouse, and I cut them all back, so they're just starting right now, and they look really fresh and like perfect size. And then a ballerina nectarine primrose, which this one, the flowers will eventually fade. There are a ton of buds down in here though. Like they are just coming up like crazy. So I think we're gonna have a really nice long show. So I didn't use an enormous amount of plants, and I backed them all up toward the back just to create a nice backdrop for everything going on in front. Little sand, kind of like you see in a playground. You either see like gravel or sand usually underneath where the swings are. And so I thought that was kind of perfect. And then I found a bag of colorful popsicle sticks. They've probably been around forever. I didn't even know that they existed. I was just gonna go look for regular, just wood colored popsicle sticks. But I saw these and I thought, oh, that will be just so perfect for this garden. And I just used a pair of scissors to cut them, and then I put a little black dot on either side, kind of as like our landscape pins, like I used on our pallet walkway behind our chicken coop. These two pieces right here were actually sent to me by one of you guys. So Abby and Nicole, thank you for the package of miniature pieces you sent over. The other ones I'll probably work into other miniature gardens, but I thought these fit in perfectly with this particular garden. And then I had some hollyhock, this little picks, and this cute little ladybug that I incorporated in, and I just think it turned out like just so sweet. So this arrangement right here, it's actually warm enough now that I can keep this outside where it's like a little bit more protected, and everything should be fine. I might, just because it hasn't been outside yet, I'll probably put it in the sun porch or in the back sun porch, just to harden it up just a little bit. And then this can live outside in a really bright spot for quite a long time, and watering will be really easy because I can water everything from behind because nothing is really up here. So I can hit each root ball from right behind, and that way I don't disrupt anything that's going on up here. So all of these plants will want a pretty highlight situation. I would say like a little bit of morning sun protection in the afternoon, just because of this one right here. I don't want to give this one too much like direct bright sun. So anyway, that's pretty much it to this miniature garden. I hope you guys enjoyed seeing it come together. I really had a fun time putting it together, and I'm excited to show Benjamin. So anyway, thank you guys so much for watching this video, and we will see you in the next one. Bye.